Get better. And he right now is the best scorer in the league. He has the mid range. When you see a car, you can find it on Auto Trader. Even my TV detector car. They put your info on and tell you who's with my wallet, browse personalized monthly payments from dealers in your area, then start and finish the deal on mine. Case closed.
Like you said, he stepped in the league, averaging 20 points a game. He only had one season that he didn't score more than 25 points a game. This guy's an ultimate scorer. He's been an ultimate scorer, and like I said earlier, as long as he has a jersey on and playing this league, he will be the best scorer in the league.
Oh my Lord. 2K.
We're not talking about career accomplishments.
Right.
That's no question. We're talking about today. Today. I'm just going to say a stat. I'm just going to leave it at that. Jake has 83 games this year, 25 and more points. 83. Durant has done that before in his career, by the way. But the fact that it's 83, it just shows you his team has advanced so long and he's been able to be so available. That should matter if it's on Sunday.
Hold it. Stop. I got that. We appreciate it. But what did Keith say? Kevin Durant has averaged 20. Kevin Durant has never averaged less than 20 in his career.
This debate is to be continued.
First of all, y'all gotta put some respect on Andre's name, man. He's Finals MVP. He's a good player. Has been a great player throughout his career. Secondly, Jason Tatum is a different type of player. I mean, he's an all-time scorer. I mean, Flag is a type of player that can play literally in this type of game all 5 positions. He's a guy that can handle the ball. He's a guy that makes guys better. But early in his career, he would be in a unique situation in Dallas, a team that's ready to win right now, right? So the thing that he will have to do to be able to be successful early on in his career,
y'all niggas is scared.
Basketball, they have 2 elite scorers. They have a bunch of guys that can do a bunch of things. His ceiling early on will be playing hard, will be still extra possession, rebounding, defending, kind of like a Paul George early in his career when he played for Indiana. That's the type of comp I look at. Super Flag is that Paul George comp, and then later in his career he can become a scorer, become a guy that's
scared,
sir.
You often see rookies come in, even if
basketball court. But you look at Cooper Flag, he's not built like that. With all the requisite skill sets, Molly, and his ability to be willing to do it on both ends of the floor. He takes just as much pride in his defense as he does in his offense. And they're labeling him, quote, the safest #1 pick in recent memory. That's what they're saying. There is no debate. There is no debate about who's going #1.
Keep on giving final word.
I agree, man. He dominated in college. He dominated at Duke, and obviously the player of the year. But the biggest thing right now for him is being able to go to a team like Dallas, where they have veteran guys to be able to lead him. I'm no disrespect to the younger teams, but he's not going to a locker room where all the guys are the same age as him, and they're looking at him to be this superstar right off that. He's going to a team with led by two guys that won championships in this league. A plethora of other role players that have done great jobs in this league. So he's going to a team where he can be led, and it's going to start the trajectory of his career going in the right direction.
Absolutely. We got to leave it there. Keith, tell your wife she did a great job.
Actually, I'm in Philly at my mom's place. So my mom does a great job.
Tell your mom
She's crib in Philly. She did a great job.
She's got a green thumb.
You can't just be saying you at mom's crib without telling mom you said the love to mom. You said, who the hell are you from? We got to give mama the love.
She's saying that she's watching upstairs for sure. She said that. She said, I'm going to come down right when it's over.
That's right.
Shout out to Steve.
Mama Morris. Mama Morris. We got nothing but love for you.
But Marquise, is she nervous? Or she's like, oh, she's okay. She knows you got it.
She's good. She's been nervous for 14 years out there in the league, so she ain't nervous about watching us on TV. Like, she's going to text me in a second, like, you look good, baby.
I love that you're giving some good QT.
You get the compliment. You don't need it from nobody else. You get the compliment from mom. You don't need compliments from nobody.
Nobody else.
Not awesome.
Perfect.
Well, maybe he thinks it's good. The Pacers are up another big dude. You good to go?
Yeah, man.
All right, so same thing where these two teams, 21 guys make it, and good projection by King of the Hill that these two teams would be going 10 or 11 deep in actual time that mattered in these playoffs, as these are some of the deeper teams. Bottom row, not a lot of changes, so we can go through it quickly. Ben Shepard, Jay Will, Thomas
Like,
Curry,
this game is fucking
T.A. had to drop a bit. His little pesky nature has not been
anything to lose, huh?
This series, and then Tony Bradley's there. Now to the 15 guys who are really having an impact on the series. Listen, we moved up Aaron Wiggins. We showed the next row, and deservedly so. You maybe could have moved him up higher. It would have felt a little too strong, but he's played well. Nemhard has not been able to even slightly bother this year. And that
Game one, his offense.
Yeah, his offense was, but it feels to me like they're part of the Pacers was Nemhard could just.
This is very shaking up off. This is trust.
Keep SBA to exceed that, make it hard. He hasn't been able to. Neesmith, Mathurin, and Obi Toppin all stay really well. Fourth row, now to the top 10 guys. This is one of the reasons I think the Thunder are in such firm control. Chet was much better in game 2 than he was in game 1, but he still hasn't been awesome. And they are, they dominated game 2. Miles Turner, I think, needs if they have any chance of us doing another King of the Hill, of it not being 5 or 4-1 OKC, Miles Turner is going to be green and a level up because he's going to have to be awesome. And Mason Wallace has responded to his coach's fade with, I think, excellent results. I know they lost the first game that he played, but they caused 19 first-half turnovers. He has absolutely and unequivocally been part of the trio that has been bothering Tyrese Halliburton. And Hartenstein, I think, has been fine. He hasn't gotten the minutes that I thought he would get in this, but clearly Dagnall felt that the double big lineup is something Indiana would try to exploit, so he has stayed away from that, and that has cost Hartenstein some minutes. We moved up Alex Caruso, not just because he's one of, and this is kind of crazy, 2 people in this series to score 20 points in a game. It's him and Shea. They're the only 2 to do it, but because he and alongside Dort, their perimeter defense has been so disruptive. Now, I understand Pacers folks being like, well, yeah, because they foul every play. It's an effective approach, which is we are going to immediately play this level of defense and see. We're going to see if the refs in the NBA Finals in the first 90 seconds are going to call 3 fouls. If not, we have set the tone, and I know Caruso's not starting the game. We are going to set the tone, Dort and then Caruso coming in, and see if you guys can meet it. Pascal Siakam has to drop. It just hasn't been as efficient. He had the one little stretch during the 10-0 Pacers run in game 2 where he hit 3 straight baskets, but that was really all he did for the game. And then at the top, or near the top, I should say, J-Dub, despite being 11 of 33 in the series, has been, in my eyes, the second best player on Oklahoma City. And Halliburton's a tough one because he has not played well in either game. But he hit a buzzer beater, essentially, to win game 1, so dropping him felt crazy. Obviously, I'm not moving him up. And then at the very top, he scored 68 points through his first 2 career finals games. That is 3rd most all-time. Did you show us yesterday?
Oh, number 1.
Oh, it's the most all-time.
Most all-time players.
So he's
70.
Oh, 71. 70. Okay, so my apologies. 68 was 3rd all time, but it's not what he had. Regardless, point remains, he's scoring 35 plus a game in the finals. He's been excellent, and it's weird because he's like the 4th or 5th best defender on the Thunder, but it's still very good defense. Right.
In fact, to your point about his defense, well, I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
It's fine, the Hill. I can argue switch just moving Halliburton and Jaden. Because I think it's not right. It's not. I'm going to say that. Sorry. Jalen is shooting 33% from overall from the field, 22% from 3. I know he's playing aggressive because they all are, of course, from the Thunder. So he's 6 for 19 game 1, 5 for 14 games. I'm thinking as much as Halliburton has been passive, he did hit the game winner that gave
Not excited about this nigga game.
And has this thing knotted at 1 apiece.
At all.
And they're +7 when he's on the court. Think about that. They have not led. They have rarely led in this series. And they're +7 when he's on the floor, -22 when he's off it. But I'm just saying, I think you could flip him and Jalen. But this is my big takeaway, or my big addition. That's just a SGA Wiggins
They've stepped up. But among the top players, Siakam, Halliburton, Jalen, Chet, among the top players, SK is the only one really giving you what you expect from him. And he's giving you a little more. In fact,
take a look at the Nets. They have a chance to pull off the upset here at home. And you know as well as anyone, they want to cap this series off in front of their fans.
His only 2 games. We'll see if he can do that.
He's and to look at the starters for the Knicks. We've got Carmelo Anthony. He's out there with Holmgren. And it's Hastings in at the 5, roaming the paint. And here's New York now.
35 points in these, and 3 of the steals in the NBA. He was the first player that was 6 seconds to do that.
Oh my God.
He was the first one to average 35 points and 3 steals at least in the NBA. It shows what feeling to see break out of the Two things is locked up.
It's hard to convert the best player.
Here's Hastings.
When I look, I'm surprised.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the actual shooting. New York shooting their first free throws of this game.
One thing, something up as well. That's true.
Being the king never was an easy task. Let me show you. All right, let's go on fast ball as well. So we're going enemies. Don't get